Each collection has its own history, and the histories of our products are often very interesting. The process of inspiration is always different, and all our series are a true adventure. But aside from telling these stories, it's interesting to understand how starting from an idea, which can be a sales or marketing request, or an inspiration that came to us during a trip or an art or photography exhibition, we can transform something abstract into a ceramic product. And this is where we at Refin are at our best. We start by saying that there's no single method to follow, that each collection has its own difficulties and is in a world of its own. Sometimes we travel in search of stones or other natural materials to buy and rework in our workshop. But other times everything is much bolder. We create the models of the products that we're looking for from scratch. In this case, they're real works of art made each time using different techniques. Often we try different solutions and then choose the one that worked best. On other times we merge the results collected from many different alternatives. It may seem like a technical thing, but in reality this system is like a magic box that in the end produces thousands of solutions. Every project is alive. Sometimes it evolves and also becomes something very different from where we started. Doing things this way allows us to see further, to change our minds, to change direction and develop more beautiful and unique things that we hadn't even thought of at the beginning. This is why our inspiration and creativity processes are never closely linked to the specific launch of a collection. They're continuous processes that progress and shift 365 days a year, constantly producing new stimuli and new ideas. A critical key to this creative freedom is the use of photography. First of all, from a technological point of view, a file produced by a professional camera has a natural character and a workability that is decidedly superior. But then there's more. There's always someone behind the camera. The interaction between human and medium is very intense and the creative possibilities become truly limitless. A photograph is made of light, and the control that you have over the light is exponentially broader than the few possibilities that you have instead with equipment such as a scanner. And this, in the magic box I was talking about earlier, is truly critical. And scanners can't be carried around. It requires both having something defined and of such dimensions that it can be placed on the scanner surface. On the other hand, we can take our photography studio anywhere, setting up at any distance from the subject, photographing elements of any size. In the end, with this portable system we can go anywhere and decide to use an artificial flash with auxiliary batteries. Or we can decide to take advantage of a precise season in a given place at a precise time, because maybe that morning light creates this nuance and this particular shade on the subject that we want to capture at that time. In our opinion, all these things combine to make a difference that is then evident in the finished product.